guys, it's Mikayla and welcome back to my channel. Don't mind me, I look horrible. My lashes need to be done so bad. My lash tech's coming over in 2 days, but look at these bad boys. And my skin broke out really bad. I feel like, just to start this video, I'm going to tell you guys it's a Q&A, but going into the Q&A, I want to tell you guys that there's probably going to be a lot of differences that you guys are going to notice coming up soon with me. I was just diagnosed with Hashimoto's, which is an autoimmune disorder, and it targets the thyroid. It also goes hand in hand with hypothyroid. So what that is it's pretty much your thyroid is where all your hormones are and stuff, and it affects literally everything. So mine is underactive, meaning it causes me to be extremely exhausted. I started medication. I was just diagnosed for it about 6 weeks ago. So I'm put on medication for it to help this, but before the medication I was literally napping like 3 to 4 times a day. I couldn't make it through a couple hours without being literally so exhausted to the point where I'd like fall asleep wherever I was, just super fatigued. Like, it's so hard for me to work out, and you guys know I'm a very active person. I'm a professional dancer. I used to work out all the time, but like it's to the point where like I'll take one, like literally just an easy heels dance class and my body's shaking, my emotions are all over the place. It's been causing irregular periods. My hair, I don't know if you guys know, but like if you go back into my old TikToks like 2 years ago, my hair was so long and healthy, and like I've been looking at videos of myself and I'm like, oh my god, you don't even notice how much this affects you. Like my hair is so brittle and dry and just like not growing right, and it even affects like toenail growth and literally everything. And then on top of that, it also causes depression and weight gain. I went to my doctor and I told her all these symptoms, and she's like, it just sounds like you're depressed. And I'm like, listen, I have depressed thoughts, but I know that I'm not depressed. There's an underlying issue. My blood work came back, and surely enough, I'm hypothyroid and Hashimoto's and all that fun stuff. So pretty much they put me on 25 milligrams. That's my dosage. I have to go back this week or next week. I just get to walk in and do more blood work because I can guarantee to you I'm not on the proper dosage. I definitely am probably going to need to be put up more. It runs in my family, unfortunately. So that kind of sucks. But with that being said, I've been doing a lot of research and talking to a lot of people that have it. And the day has finally come. I knew this was going to happen. If there's one thing you guys should know about me, I'm a very disciplined woman. I've got a lot of self-control when it comes to literally anything. I have my boundaries, I have my moral set, I have a vision. When it comes to anything that I'm weak with, it's food. I love to eat, and I don't eat the best. I don't eat the worst either. Like, I have a big sweet tooth, but like I'll get a carton of ice cream and just have a couple bites. I'm not one to eat the whole thing or like a whole bag of chips, but I will say I eat a lot of gluten. I love milk, guys. I will have 3 glasses of milk a day. Milk is literally my guilty pleasure, hands down. Flame me for it if you want, but I literally love it. And I've been researching a lot, and everyone says that the medication doesn't really necessarily help a lot with most people, and the thing that will help the most is going gluten-free and dairy-free. So with that being said, I started that journey the other day. I started working with Catered Fit, and they do like, I don't know how to say this, I think it's paleo or something like that. It's pretty much a dairy, what's the word? My brain fog. Brain fog is also caused by gluten. That's the word, gluten. Dairy and gluten-free diet. And I just had my first meal with them today, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's $30 a day. Whereas if you eat out one time, it's already $30. So it's a steal. And me being a single woman buying food at the grocery store all the time, I'm actually saving money doing this. The meals were freaking amazing. And I'm trying to just get into a good, healthy eating habit. Because I'll only eat like 1 meal a day, and then I snack like crazy. So I'm hoping if I just regulate myself and have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I can minimize the snacking. And with that being said, all this acne is caused hugely by dairy. So this journey is going to be really hard. I know people say that there's like gluten withdrawals and stuff, so I'm probably going to be crazy the next like 2 weeks. I also get headaches every night, and people say that getting rid of gluten will get rid of those. With that being said, I'm on a massive health kick, and by default, giving up those things, I'm probably going to start losing weight and going back to the way I used to be. Not to say I hate the way I look. I love the way I look. I have a great body, but the only reason I'm not overweight right now is because I was so incredibly fit a year ago. So me gaining weight isn't necessarily bad, but if I stay, with this like thyroid issue, don't get it under control, it could get ugly. So I'm trying to stop it before it becomes an issue. And I really just miss being able to work out and having the energy. I have no energy, guys. I'm so fatigued and so tired. So I'm really hoping that making these lifestyle changes will really impact, these issues. So I will keep you guys updated on that. Also, I have this huge lump on my back. I'm gonna see if I can show you. You guys can literally see it through the shirt. So I'm not even gonna try to lift it. Like, look at that. It's a it's a softball sized lump. It's a lipoma. I'm getting that out out in literally like a week, February 22nd. I don't know exactly when this video will be posted, but February 22nd, that's being cut out of me. And on March 6th, I'm getting my wisdom teeth taken out. So I'm just gonna be out for a hot second. So that's what's going on in my life. I need to start doing more videos with you guys, just keeping it real with y'all. But anyways, we are about to get into this Q&A now. So the first question I got is, what is your dream sponsorship? I freaking love 7-Eleven. I am such a Slurpee girl. I will tell you, with this diet, I think I'm safe. Some people say that going sugar-free can help, but I'm not gonna go sugar-free until I see how the gluten and dairy is, okay? Because you do need to enjoy some things in moderation, so I'm going to still say 7-Eleven because I will get a Slurpee once in a while still. No one can tell me otherwise, unless I don't feel good, then I'll try it. I have a good feeling about this gluten and dairy-free shiz though. Makes a lot of sense. But anyways, 7-Eleven's my dream sponsorship. I love Slurpees so much. I would do anything to just have a lifetime supply of Slurpees and be able to just be a Slurpee 7-Eleven girl. I feel like that's such an odd sponsorship because so many people are like, I want Nike, I want Skims, I want Fenty, blah. I want 7-Eleven. Please, 7-Eleven, I love you! I literally love you! So a lot of people ask me if I'm single. So yes, I am single. And then I got a question asking me, why am I single? To be completely honest with you, I'm single because I know my worth and I'm not going to settle for that out of loneliness. I have been in a lot of toxic situations because I don't know. I feel like the internet sees me as like this girl that just shakes her bum. But the misconception that a lot of people have, a lot of my twerk friends are all actually married or in very steady relationships, and they're actually very good girls. It's always the opposite of what people think, because then it's like the good college girls are always the one, you know, in the back of a church parking lot. And I'm not saying that for all, I'm just saying y'all need to stop making assumptions, because all my friends are genuinely such good women. We're just very confident and love ourselves a lot. Like, I love my body, but twerk is also like a cultural thing. It was originated in Africa. Whining literally is the definition of divine femininity. It's the celebration of our divine femininity. So when it comes into like a cultural sense, everything can be sexy. Everything can be sexualized. I don't do it to be sexy though. I do it because it builds my confidence. It's a really good workout and it's just super fun to do. Like, there's a difference between just shaking your bum and like doing the tick, 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 boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everyone can do that. So with that being said, I'm just a very caring, loving person. And if I'm going to be in a relationship with someone, I want it to be serious. I've never hooked up with anyone in my life. I do not believe in hookup culture. That's just not something that aligns with me. The issue is I'm 23 years old and I'm very, very successful for my age. I'm sitting in a house that I bought on my own with my own money. I have a very good business mindset and I'm very good with people. And a lot of men my age are not necessarily there yet. So the issue that I come across is bummy guys are like, how do I phrase this? So the really successful men don't want to settle down, and then the men that aren't successful just don't have what it takes to be with a woman like me. They're like very insecure or just like not motivated and don't want to be where I'm at. You know, like, I've been with men that are down here and I try really hard to bring them up here, but you have to want to go up for yourself. And there's a lot of men that I've literally been like, hey, I've got job interviews for you. You can do this. I've literally paid men that I've been with to be in my videos. I've literally paid them and they just don't do anything with it. So that's kind of the issue that I'm running into. And me as a woman, I'm also so young, like, I don't need to be in a relationship. And for the first time in my life, I don't really want to be in a relationship. I'm going to Bali this year. I'm going to Iceland this year. I'm discovering myself. I've healed a lot. I'm actively still in therapy and I'm just learning so much about myself. And it's just, I like to sit booty butt naked in my bed eating SpaghettiOs. Not anymore because I'm going gluten-free. So it's probably going to turn into like apples or something. In my bed watching doctor shows. Like, I don't need someone to come stomp on all that right now, you know? Like, I have my dog and my cat. This house has 4 bedrooms, a huge garage. I'm literally take up every single inch of this space. And I'm like, wow, no one can even like move in with me. Like, I am so in my own space and just so in love with myself that it's going to take someone super special to come into that boat and like do that. Like, I need someone that's going to elevate me more than I already am right now. What value do you bring to my life? If you don't bring anything to my life, why do I want to date you? You know, and the other issue is I don't care about money. I have my own money. So what do these men have to offer that isn't monetary? There's not really a lot. Or intimacy. I'm celibate. What can you offer me that isn't money or intimacy? There's really not a lot. Like, these men don't really know how to treat women, and like, I don't accept that, you know? Like, take me out on a real date. Do cute stuff for me. Like, I don't ask for a lot. I don't want designer bags. I just want a man that'll set me up like a beautiful picnic on the beach that'll cost you what? Like $20? Get a blanket, get some roses, get some candles, make a freaking sandwich. And these men, I care about thoughtfulness. I'm very thoughtful. I will go above and beyond for people, and they just don't want to do that back. Yeah, so that's that's kind of the long story short to this question. This is a very long answer, but I just feel like I need to hit it all because a lot of people get a lot of like fake assumptions about me, and I just want to like kind of like let you guys know firsthand what's going on. Like, could I be in a relationship? Hell yeah. I have thousands of people in my DMs. However, I need it to be someone that's on my level and has the same mentality as me. Like, I want a man that believes in God and will go to church with me, but also know how to raise kids the right way and also be secure with the things that I do on the internet and also have his own career. Like, I want to pay my own bills. I want you to pay your own bills, and as independents, we're good on our own, but when you come together, it's boom, miraculous. And I know that that's possible. I've seen it happen all around me, but then I also see my friends that are like lonely and get into these toxic relationships. Those are the people that are miserable. So I'm like, I'll rather, you know, I'm only 23. I'll wait for a little bit. I know deep in my heart, my man is out there. I'm not worried about that. So I'm gonna just wait till he comes and finds me. And in the meanwhile, I'm not gonna waste my time. So that's why I'm single, because I know my worth. Everyone know your worth, kings and queens. Did you pay your house in full? I did not. I could have, but I have a whole financial team. I have business managers and a financial advisor, and they actually encouraged me not to buy it in full. I don't exactly remember the reasoning why. It was something with like interest and taxes or whatnot, but I just put a very good down payment down, and now I just have my like monthly mortgage, which we made sure the mortgage is actually way cheaper than my apartment was. So I could pay it in full, but they told me not to for other reasons. Home buying experience was incredible. I saw like 3 houses that I really liked before this house, but I ended up just like not getting them. I was just like, eh. And then I walked into this home and I was like, this is the freaking house. I saw the water slide in the backyard. I was like, this is my house. I'm beating out everybody. And let me tell you, it literally fell into place. Like, it was literally meant to be. No one, I didn't even have to like worry about outbidding anyone. Like, it was literally like my name was on this house, hands down. And then it took about a month to fully move in. I'm still, as you can see, I don't know if you can see, but I have boxes everywhere. I'm still unpacking. I've been here for what, 7 months, and I'm still not unpacked. But the home buying experience was incredible, and honestly, I'm looking to like invest into more properties and stuff, or at least I love this house so much, but I take up so much space because my business is literally out of my house. So I know when I have kids, unfortunately, I love this house so much, but I don't think I'll be able to live here because I just won't have space for a husband and kids. I have 1 guest bedroom, so I think I could pop 1 baby out and give them that room, but I want 2 to 3. So I'm like, dang, I feel like if I could find a house like this, which I have seen, just 3 times the size, that would be perfect for the future. So I feel like for now, while I'm a single woman, I'll probably be here for like 5 to 6 years, maybe longer, depending on where my man at. And then, yeah, probably buy a bigger house, hopefully in the same area with the same view. The canyons are beautiful. And yeah, I'm probably gonna look into investing into more properties. I really love this experience. And my realtor, his name's Chris Jenna, so if you're in LA, definitely hit him up. He's fire. Love that guy. How tall am I? I am 5'7". 3 lessons that I've learned in the last 3 years. I would say the 3 lessons that I've learned. Number 1, say no. I was literally the biggest yes man ever, and I quickly learned, especially since being in LA, if you don't want to do something, don't do something. Like, you're uncomfortable at all, say freaking no. If someone calls you and asks you for a favor and you don't want to do it, say no. Like, it's okay to be selfish sometimes, especially if you're a very empathetic, giving person like I am. I say yes to everything, and I would literally kill myself and be so miserable all the time. Say freaking no. Number 2, know your worth. And when I say know your worth, I'm talking journal, go to therapy, and actually sit down with yourself and understand the value you bring into this world. That was literally my number 1 lesson, was being confident in knowing my worth. Like, I provide so much value to people, and I bring so much to the table, no matter who you are, like a client, a student, a manager, my family. Like, I know my worth now, a partner, a friendship, whatever. So don't settle for less, no matter what the situation is. And then the 3rd lesson is probably to follow your dreams. If you have a passion and you have a dream, take risks. You need to take risks. Otherwise, things won't happen. Let's say you fail. Okay, you get up and try again until you succeed. But you could just sit at home and be miserable doing a job you hate. What would you rather do? Fail doing something you love and keep trying, or just stay miserable, you know? Take risks, try, follow your dreams. If you follow your dreams, the money will come, no matter what. Just stay consistent and work hard, and it'll come. Is it hard to find influencers as genuine as you? Well, first of all, thank you for saying that I'm genuine. That means a lot. I feel really flattered that you guys can see through the screen, because the way I am on the camera is literally how I am in real life. I'm just a goofus. Goofus is my word I made up. Instead of doofus, it's a goofy, goofus, goober. Goofy, goober, goofus. Okay, anyways. I don't know if you've noticed, but I stay out the way, and it's for a reason. I don't like being involved with drama, and I don't like being involved with people that are just very like, I don't know if immature is the right word, but I'm just gonna say immature. Like, don't have the same mindset. I don't like to party. I don't like to club. I don't like to go out and do that stuff. And I'm friends with a lot of people that do. That's no issue. But there's a lot of people that just go out and do that stuff and like get into drugs and make really bad decisions and just cause a lot of drama. And they're just very mean people. And there is a lot of that in LA. But with that being said too, there's a lot of really good people. And I feel like it hasn't really been hard to find that because you kind of attract what you are. Like, my energy brings similar energy. And I've been very good at cutting off bad. Like, literally, that was also number 4 lesson. Cut people off, yo. I could not cut people off for the life of me, but now I'm just like snip, snip, beat, butt. Like, if you are hurting my feelings or doing something I don't like, I'll talk to you first. I'm not one to ghost unless it's extremely, really terrible thing that you did. But after that one morning, it's like, I don't have time for this. So with that being said, my group of people, I made a pretty good group of people pretty quickly. I'm very lucky to have my circle out here. But with that being said too, like, my friends back home, I love my people back home. So coming out here, it's like, if you can't even be like a quarter of what my team is back home, you can't be in my bubble. So boundary setting is important. How many friends have you lost because of your success? 0. All my homies are still my homies, yo. There's a couple friends that I don't talk to as much, just because, you know, for example, like, they might be going to school and they got like a full-time career and they have a boyfriend and they're just busy and I'm busy. And sometimes it's really hard having the lifestyle that I do and like trying to catch my friends up, because it's like, do I start from scratch? You know what I'm saying? But they're still my friends. I haven't lost a single friend. I have such incredible people back home. I'm so lucky. I literally love them all. Even, you guys know my best friend Gabi, like, that girl, we can go months without talking to each other, but as soon as we see each other, it's like, oh my God, my sister! Like, that girl is my best freaking friend. I love her more than anything. Like, maid of honor status right there. I literally have goosebumps right now talking about them. I can't even make this up. I don't know if you guys can see that, but like, I love my friends back home, yo! How many forms of dance have you trained in or studied? Literally everything. Ballet, point, shikari, jazz, contemporary, lyrical, modern, hip hop, heels. I've done some Latin styles like bachata and tango, and there's so many like Latin styles. I've done like so many of those. Merengue. I started tapping when I was 3. That was the first style of dance I've ever done. I know I'm leaving out so much. Like, I've literally done so many styles of dance. I've done a little bit of African. Not saying I'm great at all these styles. Some of these I could have just taken like one class or just studied a little bit. Twerk, acro. I feel like that's, you know, it fits in the dance world. Break. What else is there? Shikari, I got up to grade 5 and then I was like, I don't really like this no more, so I stopped. I feel like I could have made it all the way through, but I don't really love ballet. I hated point. I've taken like partner classes. I don't know, man. Literally every style of dance I've done. I feel like I'm missing a big one right now, but I've done it all. My favorite ice cream flavor is literally my favorite flavor in general. Chocolate, hands down across the board. And then someone asked my favorite dessert. My favorite dessert is probably chocolate cake, especially like chocolate lava cake. Oh, and I love chocolate covered fruits, like chocolate covered pineapple, chocolate strawberries. I am a sloot for those. What's something I would tell my younger self? I would say, girl, all your wildest dreams are literally about to come true. And I would say, stop holding off on that YouTube channel. Start it now. I held off for so long. And I do more twerk tutorials. Yes, I also have a new business plan up my sleeve. It's probably gonna take a minute, but if it all works out, I think I'm going to have a way of getting more tutorials out to you guys in a very efficient manner. So stay tuned. I've been playing with this whole video, yo. My ADHD is so bad I can't focus unless I'm like twiddling my thumbs. Where am I from? I'm from Michigan, currently live in LA. What is my least favorite genre of music? Heavy metal, rock and roll. Those are literally the only types of music I won't listen to. I love everything else. And like screamo, ugh, I hate aggressive stuff. I also don't like rap, like very aggressive rap. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was only like 20 minutes from Detroit, and like Detroit had very popular rap styles like Bang Gang and shit. My friends would bump that shit and I'd be in the car like, I would rather listen to like pop or country or R&B or a singer-songwriter or literally anything else. And I'm just being real with y'all. I'm not that girl. Ooh, what are 5 requirements that a man has to have? A good job that he's passionate about. And now good job, I don't mean a multi-millionaire crazy man. I mean like a good steady job that he has. The same way I have a steady, reliable job. It's something that he's passionate about and loves. 2 is motivation and drive. 3 is funny and can banter, because let me tell you, I am witty and I will throw shit at you and you better be able to hand it right back to me. A respectful, kind man that's gentle. I feel like all 3 of those go into the same category with me. And then a loyal man. I'm such a loyal person. It doesn't even matter who you are, friends, family, whatever. I am so loyal, and I don't want a man that I have to worry about going behind my back. ever. If you're gonna cheat on me, goodbye. Like, I'm not the one that'll sit here and allow stuff like that. Because again, I know my worth. I don't need a man. I want a man, and I want someone that I can elevate with. I'm never really the girl to trip. I mean, I used to be a little bit in the past when I was a little bit more insecure, but I've learned a lot. This is like my 5th lesson of the year. I've just learned that people are gonna do what they wanna do, and I will not trip and I will not press you. If you wanna go flirt with other people and be disloyal behind my back and cheat on me and whatever, go ahead. But you're not my man no more, you're their man. And I can guarantee they're not gonna have you the way that I have you. So that's been my mindset lately. It's a great mindset to have. What was the one thing that catapulted me into dance? This is actually a really cute question. I feel like I've answered this question a lot actually in like interviews and podcasts, but it was my grandpa. He used to babysit me because both of my parents worked, and we used to watch Shirley Temple together. And I really remember vividly animal crackers in my soup and then the Bojangles stair scene, and me and my grandpa would just dance around the family room together. I remember he would even like stand on the chair, and like I'd be afraid he'd bump his head on the fan, and he'd do his little 2-step, and I would just like hold his hands and we'd dance around. And that man's just been my #1 supporter, and I love him so much. You know, he even like kickstarted my TikTok. Like, we used to do TikTok dances together all the time, and unfortunately we're not really able to do that anymore. And every time I see him, he's like, I can't dance anymore, Mikayla. So I'll make like little funny videos with him talking and stuff, because he really loved doing that with me. But he's just so frail now and so fragile, so it's like he can't really stand up anymore. But it was 100% my grandpa. Love that man, and to this day they're literally, him and my grandmother are my #1 supporters. So shout out to you, Pops. He's literally the reason I'm sitting where I am right now. I love that man to death. If YouTube ended tomorrow, where would content go? Everywhere else. Honestly, YouTube is my smallest platform. I'm just now starting to get into YouTube, and honestly, I'm not sure if I'm totally fond of it yet. I don't really have the time to take it completely seriously. I have so much stuff going on, but that wouldn't really mess up anything because I have such big platforms everywhere else. This is my smallest one. What is the first thing I think of as soon as I wake up? It depends. Like, if I'm talking to a guy, which I'm not at all right now. I literally don't have a single hoe, yo. I do not like boys that give me the ick. It's so bad right now. I have the manic. But anyways, like if I'm talking to someone and like we're in like a heated argument, I might wake up like sad or like anxious and like think about that. Or if we're like on really great terms, I'll wake up and like think like, oh, I gotta say my boo good morning. Or as of right now, in the last couple of weeks, the #1 thing that's literally only on my mind is wake up and check my emails. I'm a businesswoman. Get that bag first. Catch flights, not feelings, and get the bag, not a man. I don't remember. Something like that. Have you ever looked back at a low time in your life and looked at where you are now? Literally every single day. I am so blessed to be where I am. It was definitely not an easy journey, and I had to go through a lot, and I learned a lot, and I started literally from the bottom. I literally had $0 in my account. $0 in my account! And now it's just like I'm sitting here just chilling, living out my dreams, and it's honestly incredible. It's so much work. I don't think you guys understand how much work I put in. Keep in mind, I worked at a nursing home. I babysat. I taught dance. I worked at Target. I was a full-time student doing 18 credits while doing other jobs. I've done a lot of jobs before, and I'll tell you right now, I've never been as stressed out as I am with this job, but I've also never been in love with something as much as I am now. I feel like people look at content creating and what like we do, and they're like, oh, you guys have it so easy. But I promise you, if it was that easy, you'd be doing it. Why aren't you doing it then? It's a lot. I don't think people understand all the behind the scenes and stuff, and it's like, oh, well, you know, surgeons are out there and like people are getting their hands dirty, blah blah blah, but it's like we are literally the entertainment in the world. If entertainment didn't exist, the world wouldn't go around. Art is so important, and it's just like you know, like it's so much work that goes into this. Like you have to be good at marketing, you have to be good at analytics. I have meetings constantly with managers, agents, PR people, lawyers. I have so many contracts to read all the time. I have to be the bad guy and fire people. I have to be the good guy and hire people. I literally employ people. Like I actually was able to have my mom quit her job, and she works for me. Like I have actual employees that work for me, and I have to make sure that they're good and their taxes and all their stuff is set up. I have business managers. I have to have meetings with them all the time, and financial advisors. On top of that, I have to create original content for YouTube, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, Snapchat Spotlight, Snapchat Stories, Instagram Stories, Facebook, my Facebook page, Facebook Stories. Like what is that? We're already at 12 different platforms. I have my OF, which is Mikailadancer. Go subscribe. I have my free OF. Guys, recording for OF in a week, I literally spend 5 hours at once just to get a little bit of content that'll last like 4 days on that page. Like I have photo shoots all the time. I model, I sing, I'm in the recording studio all the time. I write lyrics. I'm always doing stuff. And then on top of that, I'm always like strategizing different brands and stuff, like different brand opportunities. I have phone calls with brands. I have brand deals. I have song promotions. Like it is so much work. On top of that, you're always in the spotlight. You have to deal with cancel culture, you have to deal with hate, you have to deal with hate well, you have to have a good mental health, you have to be able to know how to differentiate your real life from your social media life and how to balance that and make sure that you're still posting enough, because if you don't post, people get upset and then it's like your money's on the line. Guys, it's a lot, but I love what I do. But don't ever sit here and think it's easy, because let me tell you, like I said, I'll go back to wiping booty at the nursing home and I won't have no stress. I'll go back to being a full-time student in college. 18 credits, at least at the end of that, I get to go to bed. My 9-to-5 job, at least I get the weekends. You know what I'm saying? So I can't express this enough. I'm so blessed. I love what I do, but stop thinking that it's not a job, because it's a job. One state I'd like to visit is Alaska, because I feel like I've visited literally every other state I'd want to visit. I feel like Alaska would be really cool. Someone asked me what's my favorite position. My favorite position is the one where I'm like this and a man is putting money in my hand. Nah, I'm kidding. Whereas one place I've always wanted to go but I haven't been yet, literally anywhere. I haven't really been out of country before. When I lived in Michigan, Canada was a 30-minute drive, kind of the same way Mexico is with California. I went to Canada to teach in Windsor one time, but that's like right over the border. And then I went to Tijuana for the Baja Fest, so I didn't really get to experience that much either, so I don't really count those. Other than that, I haven't really been anywhere. I'm going to Bali and Iceland this year, so I feel like I'll leave those out because I'm already going, but I don't know. I feel like I want to say like Greece as of right now, but I want to go everywhere, guys. I want to travel. I even made my travel and lifestyle page. It's called Traveling Mick Eats a Lot on Instagram and TikTok. Go check that out, because yeah, I'm gonna post all my eating and traveling. Did you have a great birthday? Yes, I did. It was absolutely amazing. I went to Glen Ivy Spa and I did like the mud baths and the grotto and the massages and all the different like mineral pools and the springs and the hot tubs and then the hot and cold plunge. It was very relaxing. And then I got Texas Roadhouse after, and love that. I do not care about this gluten diet. If I ever go to Texas Roadhouse, I will eat the rolls. I think what it is I'm gonna give myself like a cheat day every 2 weeks. And I'm gonna have like chocolate cake and a bread. But I'm telling you, yo, the closest Texas Roadhouse is like 2 hours from me. I don't go a lot, but I know me and Cass are planning a trip. And if I'm there, I'm eating that bread. My biggest pet peeve is couch potatoes. I hate it when people are in my space and I have a lot of stuff I want to do and then they just want to lay around. Because I'm not gonna lie, like I pick up on energy and I just like people that are like lazy people. That's my pet peeve. I just love to be out doing stuff. I don't know. I don't really get annoyed by a lot of other stuff. I guess my only other pet peeve is when my dog steals things because she wants me to chase her. But I just learned in training, you know, how to kind of nip that in the bud. I don't know. My favorite sport to watch is football, followed by basketball. Those are the only sports I really like to watch at all, honestly. That is it for this Q&A video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for asking me those questions. I hope they answered your questions, and I hope you guys got to learn a little bit more about me. I feel like I'm gonna start doing these more often. If you guys have any more questions you want to hear, just comment them down below and I'll save them for the next time I do a Q&A. I love being able to just talk to you guys. I feel like I need to do more videos just like this in general, even if it's just life updates or life hacks or whatever it may be. I don't know, but I feel like I need to start doing these more because it was really fun. I love you guys, and do not forget to like and subscribe.
Out the back, I take care of myself. No, I don't need that, and